My name is Diako. I'm originally from South Africa and I'm married to a Nigerian. I am a mother of 4 children. Many years ago, 17 years ago, I left 2 of my children back home, which one was 2.5 and one other was almost 1. I came to this country to join my husband. And my husband was asylum seeker, was given 5 years. When the 5 years ran out, that's where our problem began, which we didn't have funds. In fact, 2004, my 2 children came to this country to join me. And after they joined me, I had another 30 baby and the 4th, and we ran out of funds, everything, which put our lives in difficult ways. My husband was in hospital for a month. He developed cardiosis, if I pronounce it all right. They say it was a sugar from nowhere. It just appeared to 95, and Emily was there for me from the day we found out that he was almost in coma, and he helped me hold my hand right through. I didn't even know that where I was in hospital, it was for people who are critical, because when we reach in hospital, the ambulance people sent me inside the hospital so that I won't know what was happening. And immediately I talked to the reception people. They came and removed me from reception again and just told me to sit in one room. And Emily, when she came, she asked me, "Where's your husband?" I say, "In that room." And I was starting to say, "I'm having stomach ache, I'm this, I'm that." And I can see at her, she's trying to comfort me, but she knew what was going on with me, and not to find out my husband was in ICU. And from there, myself, I developed serious conditions. I'm diabetic now, type 2, and I have a sickness called folliculitis, where the hair just fall. I'm bald. This is weak. I'm completely bald, growing bald like men, and so many things happens in my life. I'm thinking of maybe it was stress of my situation where I am now. As I said, I've been here for 17 years and I still don't have status until today, which is next month on the 5th. I'll be in tribunal court to hear where is my faith, if I'll be given the papers or what will happen to us. And I have 4 children. My son, he's 20. He was studying electrician engineering, and then he left because he found out that even if he studied, he cannot be able to go to university because of the limited status he's been given, which is 2.5. So I think he just felt like he's studying, but he's not going anywhere. So he came out and he started self-harming, doing things to himself, which I didn't even know. I found out from other people when they were telling me that I can't afford to look after my children because of I'm not working. I can't do anything. Not because I cannot work, because I can work, but it is the situation put me where I am that I cannot work. We are not allowed to work. My daughter, I'm not gonna go deep. She had problems as well. She walked from where we live to school where she goes, and she ended up in so many things. And out of those things, it happens to her. She ended up even running from the house because the peer pressure. The friends, they are working, they are doing things, and they were asking themselves why we always wearing second-hand clothes. We can't go to shopping, do things. Even Emily used to come in the house. I remember one day she was crying. We were from Pafras, me and her and my son. My son had the trainers that were ripped. And Emily looked at my son and she started crying. She started crying. She didn't even have anything with her, but the coins she had in the bag, she gave it to my son.
And you helped sort him out, didn't you? You always put the kids first.
She gave the money she had it for to my son to go and buy himself shoes. And there's so much going on in my life because of the status I have. It is holding my hand. I can't do things for my kids, which is hard. Sometimes the kids ask, Mommy, are we that poor? We're not poor. It's the situation I am at the moment. But they always ask, when is the situation finishing? Why are we still in this situation? They don't understand. They are young children. And being in this country for that long, the kids don't go for holidays, they don't go anywhere. It's difficult for them. Until I met Rose, and the kids were invited to one moment we lived with thinking that it will never finish. We're still living it until today. We had a 3 days trip last year. The kids have a great time with everybody there, which it was very good, even for myself. I don't even know, I knew from my house to town, I never travel anywhere, but since I volunteer, I go Liverpool, Cardiff, everywhere. So volunteering really helped me, put me out there, and it's hard. It's really hard.
But what are you going to do now? What have you just got onto?
With the volunteering, because I tried to do my GCSEs, and again I was stopped after I did my GCSEs. And Lily always say it like this, sorry. And because I couldn't go forward because of the status again. I don't have papers. I was stopped, but Rose gave us opportunity. There's a growing point thing that was opened, and we're on the trial for it. 11 candidates, and we're given chance to at least shine like everybody, be somebody. And I was able to go there even if my status is still not well. And I was given chance for all the process. I went for even interview, passed through my interview, and I went for initial assessment, which I have to repeat it again, unfortunately. Hopefully I will pass, and then I'll get that opportunity to be inside and work as a clinical support worker for the start, because all my life I wanted to be a nursing, general nursing, but because of the status is still holding my hands. It's hard. Our life as asylum seekers or refugees or refusal is like we're just existing, we're not living. Even to be in jail is much better. From people who are in jail, they are explaining their life is much better than us being out here. So only thing that keeps us going is people like Rose. We are volunteering, going around. Thank you.